Hello, this is Ariel, and I am here doing a relatively low product. Never mind this corner of this box back here. That's the box I keep my makeup in when I do these videos. Anyway, relatively low product count makeup look. It's actually a recreation of a look that I did yesterday when I went to work because I got so many compliments about it, and I was just like, oh, okay, I'm going to film when I get home because I like this makeup, but then I didn't because I just didn't feel like it. So instead of filming with the makeup on, I'm going to film me putting the makeup on. You see how that works? Very, very cool. In the spirit of sticking to what I did yesterday, since I'm recreating the look from yesterday, I'm going to be using my TATCHA Silk base, but I'm not going to be using foundation. What? What? Yeah, it's true. My nose is itching. Never mind that. Never mind that. Yesterday, basically, I just didn't feel like doing foundation. I've been trying to avoid using foundation all the time, just because it's not the best for my, I don't know, skin and also my time management skills. So when I don't want to use foundation, sometimes I will put on a primer just to kind of smooth things out, make things look cuter. So that's what I did yesterday. And then while I was at it, I don't know if anybody has noticed this because I've never actually seen anyone do this before on the YouTube, but this TATCHA base claims that you can use it as an eyeshadow base as well. So since I had it out, I was like, let's be simple. And I, in fact, did that. It also says you can use it as a lipstick base, but I do not actually use lipstick bases, so that's not too relevant to my life. If you've ever done it, please let me know how it went. And also what the point is in having a lipstick base. It's not like it's going to stop your makeup from coming off when you're slurping down, you know, soup or whatever, so I'm not sure what the point is. Okay, that's us. We're primed. We're primed and ready to go. Hello again. So, okay, the next thing that I did was use this Colourpop by Bretman Rock Wet Palette. I'm going to set the primer with this guy right here, Skinny Legend. Please forgive me if the lighting shifts a lot today. I just happen to be rebelling against ring lights by using mostly natural light. So like if the sun goes behind a cloud, that will be reflected in the quality of lighting in this video. Okay, so now that that is set, I'm going to go into the crease with a Eva Beach, whatever. I don't, you know what? I may not be one of those people. Just a minute, I'm going to look up how to say that. Eva Beach. Okay, so I am going into Eva Beach with the, you know, brush. And I'm just going to go into the crease. It occurs to me at this point that I probably should have made the lighting better just so that I could see what I am doing. Instead of being like, I'm going to rebel against this system and just use natural lighting and a little bit of my lamp. I mean, basically I just didn't turn on my ring light, which is, in fairness, a very small ring light. Do I really want to go through all that trouble? No. As you can see, I couldn't be bothered to get my full camera out. Am I a low effort YouTuber? Kinda. But at the same time, not really. Most of my effort, I think, just goes into powering my brain and waking up in the morning. These are very challenging things. I feel challenged by them. I'm sure you feel challenged by them as well. Time, man, time. If you hear quacking, that's the ducks. Or like gooses or whatever. We seem to have a movement of birds. Hey, for those who watched my Things I Still Totally Want video, I got my Amuse highlighter. How pretty is that? Okay. Next up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to switch to this flatter type of a brush. And I'm going to go into Fishy. This sort of like brown green situation that's happening here. And basically with this, just for now. Well, no, not just for now, because it's going to stay there no matter what. I'm just going to put it all over my lid. Yeah, all over my whole lid. My whole lid. And by the way, this palette is freaking amazing. No matter how much I'd like to, I can't see what the heck I'm doing in this monitor. And that's it. That's the final look. No, I'm just kidding. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this one right here, Oh Lol, I'm Crying, and use it on the majority of the lid over Fishy in order to brighten it up a little bit, make it a little bit more bluish instead of just pure greenish. Let me get this freaking, what is it? Going to go into Thickens and put that in the center of the lid. And then I'm going to blend it out from there to the inner corner of my lid. From here, you're going to need like a pale silvery champagne or platinum type of a color. I'm going to use McGrath Metalmorphosis palette, and I'm going to use, see this pale gold right here? Yeah, that's what I'm using. And basically using this one or whatever similar type of a color that you have, I'm going to go in at the inner corner and blend out to the center of the lid. So that's going to give it a slightly more muted blue-green color, but without losing its yumminess. I don't know. I've lost track of what I was saying. And then while we're in that color, I'm going to head up under the eyes and in the inner corner with the same pale champagne-y and or golden type of a color. I'm so bad at remembering camera angles. One day, this will become as natural to me as it appears to be to everybody else. Probably because of editing. That's probably when it's going to look like it's natural to me, when I learn to edit around it. It cut off in the middle again. So basically what I did from there is I took this itty bitty tiny brush and I used it in this beautiful rose gold Murumuru butter highlighter from Physicians Formula. Just dot it in there, get some of the color on this little brush, and then I just like add from the inner corner a little bit inward, kind of get some pinky in there. Pinky metallic-y, and then I put it in the inner corner highlight as well. And then for extra sparkle, go in with Urban Decay Heavy Metal Eyeliner in Distortion, put a little bit here, put a little bit in here, under here, just to like draw the eyes a little bit. Listen, if you're saying to yourself, Ariel's makeup is uneven, yes. Take the ideas, not the execution, because I'm not that good at makeup. All right, so next thing for the eyes is I'm going to take this Flower Beauty Warrior liquid eyeshadow in Camo. So the cool thing about this is that it has this like cool applicator, which I tend to use when I want to use this as an eyeliner. So I'm going to use it as an eyeliner, a very subtle darkening right across, just like to define the lashes a little bit, and then like a slight wing out here. So that's the eyeshadow look. For lipstick, basically I just used this adorable little Bite Beauty sample in Chai. I got this as a birthday gift from Sephora. I just think it's like a beautiful, beautiful color. I'm actually going to get the full size, which is saying a lot because I'm not a big fan of paying $26 for a lipstick. Like, but I'm going to do it because it's fantastic. If you're wondering what's going on with my eyelashes, that's a different situation. Okay, and then a little bit of this Milani Rose Doro blush. When I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. And then a little bit of the bronzer of your choice. In my case, I'm using this Physicians Formula bronzer in Deep. It barely shows up. That's actually why I'm using it. Because today is all about looking natural, unless you count this whole eye situation happening here. Which you shouldn't, because I said not to. For highlighter, we're going to return back to the Rose Gold Physicians Formula. Beautiful, beautiful color for people who have like medium tan or darker skin tones. I don't know how dark it would go well for, but I do know that for me and for some people who are darker than me that I've seen, it's just like a fantastic, stunning, wonderful color. So when I highlight, I don't know how other people highlight. I go along the socket and then out here. Just because those are the parts of my face that actually stick out. So like around my eye socket. And then up here. I mean, again, in fairness, I'm not actually trying to change the appearance of my face shape. I'm just sort of like refining it a little bit. And adding some glow. Okay. So I'm going to do my brows real quick. Colourpop brow gel. I mean, this is basically what I've settled on as far as brow stuff, because like I just like you know the story if you've been watching my videos for a minute. Me and brows, we're at war, baby. I'm never sure what my brows are trying to pull. Pretty sure they're conspiring against me, which is just rude. I mean, it's not like they can win a war with me. They're on my face. If they defeat me, they're just going down with me, which means that they're nihilistic. Who wants nihilism on their face? Not me. I mean, listen, this being me, that's about as good as it gets for brows. I will now saunter off to do my mascara off camera, and then I will be back for my final thoughts. And I am back. I just filmed my second episode of Mission Mascara, and you will be seeing that either before this or after this at some point. In the meantime, I have one last thing that I want to do because I forgot to do it before. It's not that desperate, but it is something that I did yesterday that added to the overall look. So just going in there with some white eyeliner on my waterline to open up my eyes a bit. And boom goes the dynamite. Okay, so this is the finished look. I personally really do dig it. I think that it is dramatic, but not so dramatic that it is inappropriate for many situations. Because as you can see, between the rosiness and the silver and all that kind of stuff that's happening over there, it sort of toned down that dark, intense green and blue shadows and ended up making for a niceness. And like the nude color with this eyeshadow, because it does sort of balance it out, makes it look like they're not competing with each other. All right, so that's all, and thank you for watching. If you like the look or the video or my personality or the cat that comes running by in the background sometimes, then please hit like and subscribe to my channel. Consider hitting the notification button and comment down below. If you do comment down below, I may feature your comment in the next video. If you have any questions, let me know. I will answer a question. If you leave one. If you don't leave one, then I'm not going to have anything to feature. So, it's up to you, chickadee. All right, so I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for being here with me, and bye.